Well, despite the somewhat challenging operational environment with low global growth, lower interest rates, and new challenges such as climate change and sustainability, I think we had a very good year. The mission fulfillment was at a record high in 2019. 98% of assessed loans were scoring to have a good or excellent impact in either one or both of the bank's mandates. Now, lending volumes were a little down compared to the previous years, but this was mostly due to statutory limits. So overall, a very good performance, and the positive results and the strong financial position, they do reflect the bank's resilience in the current challenging environment. The economic impact is severe for the region as it is for the rest of the world. The Nordic Baltic countries are, let me say, in a relatively good shape compared to many other countries, for example, in terms of public debt levels. So we have something to work with. All the member states have had to take significant measures in order to mitigate the effects on the economy, and that has caused strain on public finances. Despite COVID-19 having had significant negative economic impact for us here in Iceland, we believe that we are in a uniquely strong position to weather the storm. And let me also say we are drawing lessons from what happened during the financial crisis of 2008-9. Buffers have been built in the meantime. Now it's time to use them. We do have low government debt. We have built better fiscal discipline. We have done a lot of policy reforms. This has helped us. Balance of payment stability is much better now. And we have been working towards lowering government debt as well as household debt. So we come from a pretty strong position into this pandemic, which gives us reason to believe that this will be short-lived and we will, come back stronger. This is going to be a sharp but temporary recession in Iceland, and the focus will be on getting through the storm, and we do want to rebound as quickly and as strongly as possible. Yes, the response so far has been in line with expectations, and let me say even beyond. NIB reacted quickly and promptly with a clear message that it would support its clients in dealing with this pandemic. The bank has already financed part of the Baltic countries' COVID-19 response plan to alleviate social and economic consequences of the crisis. Actions taken so far clearly show the bank's commitment to the member countries and its existing clients. The rationale behind it is simply to maximize the bank's response to the crisis and show further support in the member countries. It's also a symbolic message to various stakeholders of the bank's commitment of support. The bank's capital base and financial situation is strong, but it can be expected, and we need to be aware that the financial turmoil and weak economic outlook might continue into 2021. So I think this is a good idea. I think it's important to remember that NIB has been in a leading role when it comes to the transition towards a more prosperous and sustainable region through the focus on productivity and environmental issues, climate change being amongst them. So I think it's easy to argue that these goals are even more important now in the aftermath of the pandemic, that we have made some progress. So the focus in 2020 will inevitably be on the crisis management and mitigation of the severe impact of the pandemic. However, we just need to make sure that we stay vigilant so that we don't lose oversight of our long-term goals. Well, I believe that for NIB to maintain its leading position in the region, it needs to continue to take initiatives to promote sustainable finance. That will make sure that it stays as the relevant and valuable partner for long-term financing. So maybe, to put it more simply, just keep up the good work and stay true to the long-term goals.